And a good Monday morning to you, weather or not meteorologist Evan Hatter with a check of your forecast as we kick this work week off. Brought to you as always by On Target, and in our view this morning, a beautiful day already underway. That's the geocolor from the satellite this morning. Nothing doing. Completely dry and no big issues when it comes to any cloud cover. You got to go down. There's some high cloudiness out near Memphis. There's some cloudiness off the East Coast. There's some cloudiness back out in the Plain States. But other than that, it is a gorgeous start to our Monday. And dare I say, a touch on the crispy side. We'll get the crispiness in both fashions as we work through this week. Temperatures this morning, how about 50 for a warm spot down in Franklin? 49 at Ephraim White Park and on the Warren-Barron County line, 48 in Scottsville, 45 Russellville, 44 this morning as you wake up in Morgantown. Good morning. It is a crispy fall morning out there. At least that's how it feels as we work through the early morning hours today. Plenty of sunshine, a beautiful sunrise on the way. D93 Skycam overlooking downtown Bowling Green, showing us things look absolutely fantastic out there this morning. Overlooking the BGMU water tower, things looking great to start off our Monday. We will continue to see beautiful conditions as we head through the early hours of the day. Here's the view from our WRUS camera out in Russellville this morning, and it is looking fantastic, all quiet as the moon sets. A full moon last night. Folks across portions of the other side of the planet, quite frankly, got to enjoy a little bit of that, they call it the blood moon, a lunar eclipse last night. Unfortunately, nobody on our side of the world got to see it, but in any case, a beautiful night out there as we work through our Sunday night into our Monday, and we'll continue to see the beautiful conditions as we head into today. As a matter of fact, today looks like the pick of the week when it comes to at least beautiful weather. The high-resolution rapid refresh this morning actually running a few degrees warmer out there as we run through the morning hours, but either way, we'll continue to see the nice weather work through during the daytime hours today into the mid-60s by mid-morning. How about mid to upper 70s for daytime highs today? Looking absolutely fantastic as we go through the daytime hours, though there are good and bad trade-offs when it comes to the beautiful weather out there. It will be a great day. Unfortunately, though, yet another day without any rainfall, and that looks to be a theme as we head through the rest of this week. Even into the weekend, not a whole lot of rainfall on the docket as we run through the remainder of this week. And really even into the weekend, we're kind of stuck in this pattern where, despite the fact that we're kind of under one of those baggy upper troughs from across the northern tier up into Canada, just not a whole lot of moisture return and not seeing a whole lot in the way of any of that beautiful rainfall that we do need, even though we did see some of that rain over the weekend. We didn't need to see some of the wind damage that came along with it in the large hail reports. Either way, we are looking A-OK as we head through this week. Into tonight, dry air continues, not quite as dry as this morning. You notice into those low 50s to start off our Tuesday, and then we'll try to get a few degrees warmer heading into tomorrow, with those temperatures getting up into the lower to perhaps even middle 80s in some spots. That is a trend that we are going to notice and will continue as we head through the next little bit. As a matter of fact, you see kind of that baggy trough. This is as we look up halfway up in the atmosphere, 500 millibar level, you can actually see what's going on. Big ridge across the center of the nation, and that will continue to strengthen as we head through the next couple of days. Troughs out west over Hudson Bay and moving on shore of the west coast there. But notice this will continue to try to advance eastward as we head through the next couple of days. You notice we're under full coverage of that heat dome as it is as we head towards the day on Sunday. And you'll notice not a whole lot in the way of systems trying to work on into our region. For us, that means we'll be dealing with yet another dry week and into the weekend as well. As a matter of fact, This is the valid rainfall, or this we call QPF, or the potential for rainfall as we head through the next few days. This is Wednesday afternoon. This is Thursday into Friday afternoon. GFS has been consistent in showing maybe a chance of a shower as we head towards Thursday, but other models just not showing it. Either way, I'm keeping going. This is Saturday. This is Sunday. This is Monday. We don't get toward until we get into next week that we run into any rainfall. And even then, I keep this going. This is all the way to late in the next week and early the week after, the 22nd. GFS has also been trying to show some sort of tropical feature, trying to work in. Once you get 300 and something hours out, it's a little hazy. But either way, this goes to show not looking at a whole lot in terms of rainfall as we look over the next week or so. And unfortunately, we do need it because it has been dry. It will remain dry the entirety of the Wobbles region in a moderate drought from the U.S. Drought Monitor. Now, they measure that on Tuesday, and the latest outlook comes out on Thursday. So it wouldn't shock me if we are yet still in the moderate drought or even parts into the severe drought as we head into this week's measurement on Thursday. So it is something we will continue to watch. But outside of that, a beautiful next few days. You'll notice on our next 6-day weather forecast, 80 today, 50 tonight. Another carbon copy, mid-80s as we head into our Tuesday. That ridge starts to push in Tuesday into Wednesday, Thursday, and we start to look a little bit warmer, though you'll notice that even though the lows get back from the low 50s into the low 60s, we're not dealing with that oppressive humidity. It's not 91 with a dew point of 70. It's 91 with a dew point of 59 or so. So you'll notice as we head through the next few days, we keep it dry. We steadily warm up. 84 Tuesday, 89 Wednesday, Thursday, 90s Friday and Saturday, but overnight lows stay in the upper 50s to near 60, indicating that while we will be rebuilding the heat, we're not rebuilding the humidity, and things looking rather okay. In fact, there are instances, it's not out of the question, that we could see portions of Friday and Saturday where we're dealing with temperatures in the 90s, but the heat index actually in the upper 80s, just because with the dry air in place, it is more efficient to evaporate any sweat off your skin, and so it can actually feel cooler than the air temperature when you have that lower humidity out there. So that is at least something to take solace in if you have to be out Friday and Saturday. Of course, another full night of high school football on Friday night. It's something we'll be keeping a close eye on as well, looking a whole lot less active than the past Friday night of high school football. But it is looking warmer as we head into our middle and late week time frame, something we'll keep an eye on. That should just about do it for me this morning. Weather Not meteorologist Evan Hatter with a check of your forecast on this Monday morning, brought to you as always by On Target. Let's make it a great day out there and a great full week as well.